Alright, anyways, we are back. Wanting to fire this last video off before the sun goes down. And so anyways, the girl to my left takes strands of hair in her right and left hand, and like she acts like a supermodel tiger. They both act like two young lesbians, you know what I'm saying? And she bites on her hair, you know what I'm saying? And then she'll take she'll take her strands of hair and put it towards her, whoever that was, her sister or her friend, and then she would act like she would bite it, and then she put down the girl on my left, put down those hairs, and then she put her face like the right one put her face then really close to the next the person on the Ukrainian girls on my left. She put her face next to hers and acted like she was about to bite her like a tiger, you know. Anyways, I love to embarrass myself, you know what I'm saying? But you know anyways, now I remember when I was in different psych wards within LA County. This was just before I went to Kentucky and hitchhiked to Kentucky. I was in a psych ward. They played musical psych wards with me. I went to the one in Pasadena first, Long Beach, California next, and then a few other ones in like the downtown area. One of the ones I went to in the downtown area, somebody put out a fictional book with the word predator in it or something like that, like a sexual predator or something like that. And this was a fictional book, and somebody put it out in the courtyard of the psych ward, and I grabbed that book. I took it to my room, and I was gonna read it, but when I started reading it, I could tell somebody must have been watching me on camera when I started to read it, because all of a sudden I started to get a hard-on. Okay, now I could go to certain times, certain places within a certain time, and go to a different time and place, and certain people would mirror back certain things I've said and done in previous days, weeks, months, and years prior to that time and place. And so it was like the girl wearing that one sweater like dress that clinged to her body. Oh yeah, when I was in that psych ward in LA, after I had that boner, after reading like a couple of pages of that book, I put my sweater or coat over my lap so that nobody would notice, because I could tell somebody must have been watching, you know what I'm saying? So I go to that Ukrainian Pentecostal church, and that one young lady, about 19 give or take, that had that sweater that clinged to her skin, really nice. She had like a coat on, and when she sat in front of me, she immediately put that coat over her lap. She was mirroring back what I've done in LA County prior to me going to Kentucky. And so anyways, she did not have to flatter herself, because she never gave me a hard-on. Don't get me wrong, okay? But one time, remember in a previous video or so, when I said to you all that the later that I became a late bloomer, the more that God rewarded me in general, the more that God rewarded me with really damn good knowledge, and the more God rewarded me with Titanic-like interactions with young girls, okay? So one time when I was at this Ukrainian Pentecostal church, it wasn't that one lady that had that one sweater-like dress that clinged to her body. She never gave me a hard-on, but one time, you know, your body, the instincts of your body, okay, the vibes of your body, whether it's your whole aura, or whether it's your sacral chakra, where your crotch is located, whether it's where your what is it? There's the crown chakra, the throat chakra, and then the third eye chakra in the middle. Whatever it is, the one that's associated with the one that makes you smile. I've had like one woman, actually well above the age of 18, in Buffalo, New York. When I'm looking down at my $2,000 micro laptop, my Sony Vaio UX 480 N480 or something, $2,000 laptop. I got it on sale when I was a truck driver. Used to be $2,000, $2,500, and I got it on sale for $2,000 after I turned them down for buying it the first time. But anyways, I'm looking down at my micro laptop, and all of a sudden, I hear I hear somebody plop in the chair right in front of me, and I look up, and it's some woman, and she's really pretty. I know she's not from America, but so whether it's your whole aura or whether it's your throat chakra, Filipino women, I feel like I could talk around them very easily, even within my shy stage. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your whole aura or one or more of your energy centers or your chakras, you have certain chemistry, biological chemistry with other strains of a girl or a woman. Okay, so my sacral chakra radar was going off. All of a sudden, one time when I'm at the Ukrainian Pentecostal church, I start to get a boner. I look ahead of me, because all the people ahead of me, they've been sitting there for a while, and so nothing changed at that point. Now, as church is beginning to start, there's space to my left and space to my right, and I look to my right because the only thing that changed within that moment in time is when I look to my right, and here comes this mother or father with a young girl, and she's like around like gosh, she could have been like only like 3 years old. And then another time in that Ukrainian Pentecostal church, I was actually on the bottom floor of the congregation, and there was this father to my left, and he had his daughter to his left, and sometimes these little girls will take a nap even in church, and that young girl, she took a nap to the left of the father and me, and she had underneath her skirt in plain view of me. When I looked to my left, she had everything underneath her skirt in plain view of me. Okay. Now with these kind of situations where a young girl below the age of 18, well below the age of 18, has tried to seduce me, most of the time the mother or father or parents or whatever would either would not be watching, and I know they plan this shit out, but or they would be completely out of the entire room. So the father acted like he was praying. He could have been praying, he could have not been, but he was all like covering his face, praying or acting like he was praying. And I look over, I can see all underneath her skirt, her elegant dress. Now, don't get me wrong, she did have underwear on, she did have panties on, and they were all white panties, but these kind of things I've never witnessed before in any kind of church ever before. Okay. And as I mentioned in a different video, there was a girl around age 3, give or take, When I say give or take, either above or below the age of 18, the age of 3, she was either above 3 but not before the age of 4, or she was, if she was below the age of 3, she was still between age 2 and 3. And it was like the owner of that hotel I was staying at in Lexington, Kentucky. This is after when I clicked on this one compilation of melodies on YouTube. It's called and we have to hurry up before the sun goes down and it's too dark to make these videos. But when I was listening to music on my laptop through my Bluetooth speaker, this compilation of melodies is called Tropical Deep House 2015 Positive Vibes, something to that effect. You know you're at the right video when you see 2 women in bikinis strolling along the beach. Their bodies are facing forward, but one or both of their faces are looking back towards the camera. Okay, and it was right when I clicked on that video for the first time. It was right at 4:50 on the time of the YouTube video. And you talk about a dopamine rush, and I know they must have had cameras inside that hotel room or something, because as soon as I looked out to the courtyard, because the courtyard had the pool. This is just when the pool got opened up this time last year in the summertime. And I was at ground level, and I had the prime location right by the pool, and so I could look out the window and see the pool. And as soon as I seen that synchronicity with that video with those magical lyrics, I looked out the window, and the owner of the hotel had this Ukrainian girl about 3 years old, and she was butt ass naked. She didn't have anything on her skin but the hands of the hotel owner on the sides of her body. Not sunglasses, not socks, not any bikini, not anything on her skin, but that dude's hands on the side of her body. And he took her body and dipped her into the pool for a couple minutes or so, and then pulled her out. Kind of like with what Michael Jackson did with his kid in Germany, when he takes him or her, puts him or her over the balcony, and then pulls him or her back. Okay, that's exactly what happened then. You know what I'm saying? No other girl was as warm and welcoming as a Ukrainian girl. No other town was as warm and welcoming as Lexington, Kentucky. So there have been some women and girls even below the age of 18 that have done that disrespectful wave, but they're only hurting themselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to dichotomize and fit everyone into a black or white stereotype, as the book called How to Be a No Limit Person, which was written by Wayne Dyer, talks about. So when you look up that cheating word, cuckold, look up the cheating word cuck on Power Thesaurus, and there's certain terms for that word. And one of them is a hunter who was killed by his or her own hunting dogs. Okay, so all those people that do those waves, it could very well be. It has been a few of those Ukrainian people, those Ukrainian women, but we're just not gonna pursue them, and they're only hurting their own selves. But we will be heading back to Kentucky after we go to Bellingham, Washington, to get our passport in 2 weeks. We're gonna order our passport wallet, hop from there to LA, and get our EBT card. They will put in about $400 of EBT money on that. We're gonna cut here for a second. We'll be back here in a second. Bye for now.